Hey guys, welcome back to the Glory Living channel. My name is Hannah, and today we are going to talk about the 5 things that you can still be planting in June. It is not too late to garden, and I want to give you a few ideas of what you could still put out and still get a great harvest from even in June. All right, let's go check it out. Understandably, some people think that June is too late to be planting a garden, but it's actually not. There's a lot of crops that want to be planted and sown in June and that will do great and still have plenty of time in the summer to produce you great food. So I want to get started with talking about some of those. I had 5. There are more that we could do, but I'm just going to give you 5 ideas to jump off from, and these 5 are really great crops that I'm happy to have in my garden. The first crop I want to start with is actually beans. I think it's one of the easiest crops you can really try and grow. It's great for beginner gardeners, but also it's just a really hardy crop to be growing all throughout the summer and even into the fall. These beans can be succession planted, so they will love being planted in June. They'll still produce plenty of beans for you even if you sow them in the ground right now. Like I said, you can do them all summer long. They're really just a great crop, whether you're growing bush or whether you're growing runner beans, green beans, black beans. You can plant these in June and expect a great harvest. Okay, another crop that you can still grow in June and direct sow is basil. It is a really easy, delicious herb to grow. There's all sorts of kinds of basil, whether you want kind of just a run-of-the-mill, and I don't mean that in a bad way, but a Genovese Italian basil, something that would be very commonly used in sauces or on pizzas, that is still going to be great to grow. And there are other types of basils, that are sweet basils. This is a blue spice basil. It's sometimes called holy basil. It almost has a scent of vanilla with it. You can make tea out of it. It's really amazing, super yummy as well. Basil is something that is very easy to grow as far as herbs go. You can direct sow it into nice, fertile, soft soil, and it loves full sun, and it will grow well for you, and you'll be able to produce lots of basil. You can do this, you can dehydrate it and dry it yourself for your basil this year, or you can throw it in your sauces, eat it fresh, make a bruschetta. There's lots you can do with basil. So if you haven't planted anything yet, and if you have always wanted to dabble with herbs, start with basil. It's a really happy, easy herb to grow, and it's delicious, and it will add great flavor to your food. Another crop that is great to sow in June and is also great for beginners as well are squash. Things like zucchini, yellow squash, and even your winter squashes can still be sown in June and will still have plenty of time to produce a great harvest for you. Especially things like zucchini. They have a really quick turnaround as far as producing a harvest for you. They also love the heat. They love the dry heat. So June is a great time to direct sow zucchini into the ground, and you'll still get a great crop. Like I said, these guys are prolific. They want to grow. They want to produce for you. You might have a few challenges to them, powdery mildew, maybe some pests that want to get to them, but for the most part, these are a really hardy crop, and I love growing zucchini. I love just eating zucchini, sauteing zucchini, and putting it in a bread. Not everybody is a fan, but these squashes are great for sowing in June. They're another crop that you can get and have a prolific harvest and feel really good even planting in June. Another perfect plant to be growing in June are actually pumpkins. Pumpkins are perfect for June, especially if you want to be harvesting them in the fall. Sometimes you want to be producing them for food, but sometimes you're just doing them for decor. So if you are wanting to plant pumpkins, you are not too late. June is a perfect time. Middle of June, you're going to be able to aim towards that fall harvest and get great pumpkins. So if you want to plant pumpkins for pies or purees, or if you just want to do pumpkins and gourds for decoration, June is a great time to sow those seeds. Finally, another favorite in our house to be planting in June is corn. It's one of the favorites that we grow in our garden. Our family absolutely loves it, and June is still a totally great time to be growing corn. You can succession plant corn as well, so that way you can plant some to get a harvest at certain times and then plant 2 weeks later to get another harvest 2 weeks later and throughout the summer. That way you're not overrun with one large harvest of corn. But June is still a safe time to plant corn. It also enjoys the warm, dry weather and will make a delicious side to your summer cookout meals. So definitely consider planting corn in June. Remember though, if you are planting corn, it is not something you can just plant one singular plant of or even just a few of. You either want to plant it in a bunch in a circle as if you're going to do Three Sisters, or if you don't know what that is, you can look that up. Three Sisters is a way of growing corn and beans and squash at the same time. But If not, if you just want to plant it normal, you're going to want at least 4 rows. The reason is because corn pollinates by the wind. It's amazing how corn pollinates. It's absolutely one of the coolest things you'll ever learn about gardening. We did a video about it last year on how to produce really good corn, and we'll probably do it again this year because it's really important if you want to get a lot of good, healthy looking corn. But needless to say, if you're going to plant corn, you're going to want to plant them in 4 rows with maybe at least like a 4x4 planting of corn, because that is going to make sure that everything is getting pollinated well with the wind and that you actually are able to produce corn where all the kernels fill in on the cob. Guys, do not let the fact that it's June hold you back from planting a garden. There's still plenty that you can plant, and you know what? There's a whole season for fall coming up of crops that you can plant for fall as well. But still, June is a great time even for summer crops, like we've said, beans, corn, zucchini, pumpkins, basil, and there's even more. So don't let it stop you. Don't think it's too late. It is not too late. In fact, in some climates, it's just the perfect time to start. So guys, I hope this video is helpful for you. Thank you for watching it, and I hope you will be encouraged to grow at least something this summer, even in a small pot on your patio. Do not forget to like this video and please subscribe to the channel. It's a great way in supporting us and creating this content for you. Thank you guys for watching, and until next time, we'll see you soon.